wall bracket revisions. This is part 1, front end assembly. Corner bracket assembly. This is between the wall and the roof section. Okay, we used the brackets that we got out of our pack, and what we'll do is we're going to first of all install some bolts. Now the first bolts we want to install is we want to put in the roof section, we want to put one in the lower slot, and we want to put one in the upper slot on the side. Now on the leg we're going to need to put two in the bottom slot. The first one will be for the door side brace, and then the next one's going to be used for the installation of our bracket. Now here we also want to put one additional T-bolt into the top slot, as so. Bring our bracket together and now we'll bolt it up. Now I'm going to move those top T-bolts out of the way for the time being, and we'll start the assembly. Now I've gone ahead, I've installed the first 3 nuts onto the bracket to retain it in place. Now we've got the corner brace which goes over the bottom screw bolt here, and we lock that down. And that completes our bracket installation to our wall. We've still got our bolt in the bottom here for the cross brace, and we've got our 2 bolts to the top. Now what I suggest you do here, to keep them out of the way and to stop them dropping, is to just put a nut on them to lock them in position. These will be used when we come to the wall assembly, on the main assembly of the unit. What will happen is the wall will drop into here, and then we will loosen these off and just drop them up into place. That completes the installation of this bracket. Now this is the same installation that we'll use on the back section. Now as with the front end section, we've gone ahead and we've installed our bracket, exactly the same as one we've got on the front between the roof section and the leg section. We've installed our corner brace, as before. We've also installed our 2 bolts into the 2 vertical slots, one either side, and put a nut on them to lock them out of the way. We've located the one nut onto there, and we have the final one to go onto here. Now the next component we're going to add is going to be the back end cross brace. Now this is the back end cross brace. You can note by the way of its orientation of how it goes. We want to make sure that that bolt right, we've got now our back end section. We've got our leg and our roof section. I've gone ahead and installed the leg bracket, the same as what we used on the front. We've put our 2 bolts into the roof section, along with the 2 vertical bolts in the slots here for use later on the main assembly. We've installed the bolt holding our corner brace in position to the lower hole here. Now the next component we're going to introduce is going to be our cross brace. Our cross brace goes in across here. Notice the position again of orientation to keep it clear of the leg bracket, to hold it in position, and we'll lay that down and bolt it in. Now this is going to be put in all the way across, as you'll see through the video, but it's going to be more temporary. You're going to want it for when you're moving the unit around, it's safer. But when you come to do the installation inside the main frame assembly, you're better off to remove it. Take it out of the way, then you can mount these bolts into position correctly, then put it back in again afterwards. So we're going to put it in a temporary position here, like so, and that completes this corner bracket.